cerebral appetite that we had in the first session in the morning with Dr. Chokar sir. Let us move forward to our next session of today, which is a lot of brainstorming. So there'll be a lot of interaction that I will request all of you to take part in. A lot of reflection from what we have studied and dwelt in the academic years of the past. But before which, I request you all to pause for a bit so that we can have another knowledgeable sharing session with our doctors from Hamsa. To take this ahead, I would like to invite our dignitaries on the dais. Firstly, President Dr. Gopal Krishna sir, our General Secretary Dr. Durga Prasad Rao sir, Hamsa Chairperson Dr. Umesh sir, Raj Kishore Trust, Charities Trust, YSV Prasad sir, so, I'll call the speakers also. Yeah. And our speakers for today's speaker, the first speaker, Professor Dr. Srinivas sir. A second speaker, Professor Dr. Lagna Jita ma'am. Our third speaker, Dr. Abhijit sir. I request all the dignitaries to please do the lamp lighting. To pay tribute. To please give the floral tributes. We are giving the floral tributes to Srimati Raj Rani Kapoor, ma'am. As the evening today is in the honor of Hamsa Homeopathic Medical College, I would like to call upon Dr. Umesh sir to please speak a few words.
Very good afternoon to the esteemed dignitaries on the dais. Of the dais, special mention to Ven Gopal Gauri sir, Durga Prasad sir, and Gopal Krishna sir for engaging our students today, exclusively for Hamsa students. That's a very wonderful thought, sir. They had the first session, definitely I can speak about it. Dr. Samay Chokar has done a wonderful job today by choosing the topic itself as the pediatrics. So everybody, maybe they have their own childhood memories, or they must have seen children in their households, so they can connect easily and like correlate with the drugs. That was a wonderful session, and our students, our interns who were selected for the STSH program. I think that's a blessing for them for having being given a chance to present in front of the other dignitaries and stalwarts of homeopathy from Hyderabad. We are so very happy to coordinate with you. And ever since when Hamsa formed in the initial stages itself, I was in regular touch. I used to come here regularly for seminars, the monthly orations. And later on, uh, we had a first opportunity. Hamsa was, I think today is the first day of such a program, which Hamsa has been given the first place. Because a day with Hamsa, actually, it's a very thoughtful, very thoughtful about of HMAT for calling students of one complete institution and giving them a platform here and inviting a speaker to get some knowledge on the advancements of homeopathy and also giving them a chance to speak in front of such an August gathering. And again, I think earlier also they a special formula was designed, HMAT with Hamsa or HMAT with other homeopathy medical colleges, and it started with Hamsa itself. So that's another thank you for the special love and affection towards Hamsa and our children, sir. That's we are very lucky to have associated with a renowned organization like HMAT. I urge my students and interns and PGs to be part of regular activity HMAT at HMAT, whatever the programs they do, you participate. Or for that, if there is any option of joining as members, we will be there, sir. So HMAT will become more stronger with more membership from our organization too, and any other future support which is required from our end, please put it forward. We will be closely discussing about various other activities also, and we'll be honored to have an official MOU and do a collaborative research study and any other activities that might bring a breakthrough in the healthcare industry. So with this, I thank once again HMAT and all the other dignitaries. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are very happy and delighted to see how Hamsa has equal love and affection towards HMAT. I hope we'll always continue to share this bond. With this, I would now like to call upon Dr. Gopal Krishna sir to speak a few words about our today's memorial oration. Srimati Raj Rani Kapoor ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. For dignitaries on the dais, for distinguished speakers of this evening, Dr. Srinivas Babu Katti, Dr. Lagnajita, Dr. Abhijit, and our distinguished guest of this evening, Dr. Umer sir, and the sponsor of this event, Raj Kishore Charities Trust representative Sri YSV Prasad Rao garu, and all the faculty members of Hamsa and all the executive members of our association, and interns, PG students, and all homeopathic friends. A very warm welcome to you all to Srimati Rajrani Kapoor Memorial Oration. Srimati Rajrani Kapoor was an old lady of 85 years. Her son, Sri Raj Kishore Kapoor, instituted this oration in our association. So he was a very great philanthropist. So all his wealth he accumulated and put in a trust, and from the trust yields he gives to various organizations. amongst them, HMAT is one among them. So it is because we purely pursue promotion of homeopathy here, and while serving needy sick people through homeopathy. So that was the thing which attracted Sri Rajkishore Kapoor, and his mother was very particular to see that some help is given to homeopathy. So that's why, to fulfill her wish and his liking, he instituted this oration. So maybe more than 25 years ago. So since then we are successfully conducting, and for sponsoring this event, we profusely thank Sri Prasad Rao Garu, who is representing the trust, Raj Kishore Charities Trust, and we also pay our heartful homage to Srimati Rajrani Kapoor. So thank you one and all.
I know that we all had a very scrumptious meal, but I can see a lot of faces drooping down. So can we all make some noise and hoot Hamsa 3 times? अरे जोर से आवाज नहीं आ रहा मेरे को. Hamsa, heads mad. Hamsa, heads mad. Chalo, we had a good meal now. I know. हाँ? एक और बार. एक और बार करो. Chalo, that's good. I'm happy. We are all happy rather. Let us begin our session now with the first speaker, Professor Dr. Srinivas Babu Rao sir, for which I would like to call upon Gautam sir. I request Dr. Gautam sir to please introduce the speaker.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. A little louder response. That sounds better. Yes. I thank HMAT again for giving me the opportunity to come on the dais third time today onto the dais. And it's a great pleasure for me to introduce my senior, my guide, my teacher, Dr. Srinivas Babu Katti sir. Who's also a colleague now at the place I work. So we all are aware of Dr. Srinivas Babu Katti sir. Just a brush up about regarding his qualifications. Sir has done his BHMS from JSPS Government Homeopathic Medical College. Done his MSc in Environmental and Ecology Sciences. MD Homeopathy from Organon of Medicine. And diploma in thyroid and diabetes mellitus management from Karnataka, Bangalore, and especially in his PhD, that's 21-22 from Kantia University. Presently working as PG professor, head of the Department of Pharmacy, UG and PG, NSS program officer, medical superintendent, examinations in charge, KNR UHS. College committee member, Hamsa Homeopathic Medical College, Hospital and Research Center since 2016 and continuing. Coming to his experience, he has over 15 years teaching experience, 4 years of NSS program officer, Board of Studies member, KMRHS, Varangal in 2022. Is both external and internal examiner for NKRHS and KMRHS University. The inspection committee member for all type of state, Irish, central, CCH, NCH inspections, hospitals and college. Medical superintendent, as you know, good academician with good results pertaining to the homeopathic subjects. Is a guide, KMR University of Health Sciences, Varangal. Published various articles related to academic as well as clinical subjects. His research as principal investigator, self-funded research project efficacy of homeopathy showing an anemia in adolescent girls at Jyotirao Phule BC Welfare Residential College, Vargal, Siddipet, in the year 2021 and 22. Where he has done nutrition assessment for BC Welfare Residential Girls Schools, Girls School and College at Kisara. And author of BD Energy book of Homeopathic Pharmacy, one of the co-authors, CBDC, revised edition at 2023. Teaching experience in homeopathic pharmacy, organ of medicine, community medicine, and clinical medicine at hospital. As a project manager, was project manager at JSPS Government Homeopathic Medical College, extramural homeopathic project, type 2 diabetes mellitus, in the year 2009 to 2010. So, clinical and homeopathic physician running Sunita Clinic Holistic Homeopathy, and with experience of over 25 years. So, with a huge round of applause, let us welcome Dr. Srinivas Babu Kattis.
First slide, please. Good afternoon. I am very thankful to HMAT and Hamsa Homeopathy Medical College, and this opportunity is given by our director, Dr. Umesh sir, Padmaja, Akal Devi madam, and Principal Nur Sir Khan madam, and continuous support from my faculty members and their budding homeopathy doctors. As a part of interest, and I have not stopped studying about in my career. After completion of my BHMS, I did search what can be more for me. For that period, I joined Ecology Environmental Science MSc, and I completed it. And after that, again I joined for the MD Homeopathy, and still my thirst is not ended by inquiry about homeopathy. I joined by giving the entrance examination, Tantia University, for PhD. I am pursuing the PhD homeopathy from Tantia University, Rajasthan. For my these studies and inquiries, always from the institution where I joined in the JSPS College, I did extramural project for the diabetes. And whereas in Hamsa Homeopathy Medical College, I have given opportunity to learn along with you and for the homeopathy. I am very thankful to Umesh sir. And my guide is Dr. Bhavyashika. She is associate professor, present, she is there in the James Homeopathy Medical College. The university is allotted the guides, that is from the university. I am happy because of my guide is not somewhere in any other state. So that is my privilege to my guide also near in Hyderabad only. And my studies for PhD is the, as you know that the richest source of homeopathic drugs, many are present, around 4,500 drugs are in the materia medica, but in day-to-day practice, seriously you are practicing around 150 to around 350 drugs as many practitioners. But here, my choice, there are some drugs which are to be learned in depth. As you know that the intercurrently, we have the sound knowledge about the utilization of the nosodes. I thought that why can't learn, why can't look into the drugs which are at present are not used by many practitioners. So my choice is the efficacy of sarcodes and its homeopathic approach with endocrine disorders. In connecting with this, I have taken majority of the non-communicable endocrine disorders for searching in this, and my approach is the active endocrine functions age group. In this, my intention is we can come out what Hahnemann told that someone is prescribing the same remedy. Hahnemann is mentioned, it is the favorite remedy. Someone is having, especially they're approaching towards inquiry about the drug that is known as a specific remedy. To come out from that prejudicedness, I taken choice to go with this. And the next slide. Today, I am going to elaborate about the utility of the lack remedies. As you know that many sarcodes, as you know that sarcodes are nothing but healthy glands and its secretions, hormones, whole gland, many the drugs are there. Next slide. Here, by this slide, as the third day, after final year students, PGs, internees and doctors, everyone, you can easily understand. This slide is clear, giving the picture about the name of the disease. That is nothing but delayed menstruation, hyperpigmentation, acanthosis, hair fall, unwanted hair, and of course the weight gain. These are clearly insisting that it is PCOS or PCOD. No doubt, by this chronological understanding, it is clear that girl, 27 years, BTech, and came with the history of around 10 to 12 months of amenorrhea. Past history, there is no relevant history. Next slide. Family history, grandmother diabetes, mother polyarthritis. So just now with the first slide, we came to know that for classification, it is a PCOS. On examination, what the findings I have seen in this case, this girl is short and obese. Of course, the remaining, the vitals are 72 beats and respiration is normal, temperature is normal, and weight is around 6.2 kgs at the time of the first consultation. Next slide. And next, here mental anxiety, it's natural. We need to consider sometimes, because to make the qualitative totality, of course, anything which is abnormal, anything which is abnormal function, every person by the default will be felt in the anxiety. And appetite is moderate and thirsty, and the other about the urine and bowels are within the normal, perspiration in general only. And here the thermals modes towards the chilly. Next. So case analysis. In this, just go through the lines. Here, the diagnosis is completely based on the previous, the ultrasonograph reports, the approach, and after careful construction with the repertorial, my choice, as you know that, I am not selecting the medicine which are belongs to the remedies which comes in with the repertorial approach. My selection is exclusively sarcode, because my research project is whether the sarcodes are effectively working or not. That is I am testing, I am confirming, my conclusion is that yes, SAR codes also helpful in as using as next choice of medicine. For if the cases are prejudiced, if the cases are not improved, if the case is needed intercurrently, in those cases, my idea was why not use the SAR codes. So in this, my first prescription is laccaninum, which is in the first month, there is no such improvement. And again, I went through the repertorial totality. I find out another SAR code, that is thyroidinum. After that, there is symptomatically the girl expressed that she is feeling better, but not appearance of the menses. Next slide. So here, these are some of the searching. As you know that the disease symptoms are common symptoms. What we need to do, our individualization of the drug are very, very important. And we are getting finally around 3 to 4 drugs whenever we are doing repertorial. But finally, choice of the remedy is by approaching materia medica, whether the keynote characteristic symptom or peculiar symptoms are similar. In that case, that is always by the choice of the physician, choice of the remedy. I thought that why can't go for another medicine, that is lac defloritum. Next slide. See, these are the follow-up. After prescription, girl approached with the menses, absence of menses 10 to 12 menses 10 to 12 months. And in this, where the other generals weight, I wonder by seeing that our weight at the time of the first prescription is 60. Third month, she got the menses, but here not clear the scanty menses, but she start reducing the weight. And many are approaching our clinics. Doctor, homeopathy is good for this. Homeopathy is good. Is there any medicines are there for the obesity? And we are searching medicines by the repertorial obesity. It is again failure by searching medicines for the obesity. If our qualitative totality, if our character symptoms are find out, if the constitution is obesity, it helps to reduce the obesity. In this case, the girl is happy with the appearance of the menses and improve the generals. And also one more, next slide. See, these are the reports where they brought before the treatment. In this case, this girl also suffering with the ovarian cyst, simple ovarian cyst. Next slide. These are the two before and after the observations about the lab investigation, that is ultrasonography report. Next slide. See the investigation finding before treatment and after treatment by using the lac defloritum in this case. See the left, where the right side, see the before treatment, what is the measurements about the ovary, and see the changes after the prescription of the very short period of time of lac defloritum. So this is a small case, but I learned, and I conclude that there are the SAR codes, they have affinity, they works towards, if we use properly by selecting the keynote or characteristics for treating such disorders. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. Now I would like to invite our second speaker for the second session today, Professor Dr. Lagnajita ma'am, for which I would like to call upon Dr. Chaman to introduce our speaker.
A very good afternoon, one and all.
So I guess this introduction is interesting, and one of everyone's favorite ma'am, Dr. R. Lagnajita ma'am. So Dr. Lagnajita Ravi ma'am has passed her BHMS in the year 2002 from MHMC and Hospital. She has secured her MD in the Department of Organon and Philosophy from JSPS under the guidance of Dr. G.R. Mohan sir. And she also worked under Dr. L.K. Nanda sir for 1.5 years. And she joined as a contract lecturer in JSPS Medical College for 3.5 years, that is from 2018 to 2012. Then ma'am worked in Guruvada Medical College from 2012 to 2013, then worked in Guntukar Medical College for 4 years. After that, she joined in Hamsa Homeopathic Medical College in 2019, and now she is currently the professor of Department of Organon and Philosophy. Welcome onto the dais, ma'am.
On it. Thank you very much, Dr. Chamundeshwari. Respected dignitaries, Team HMAT, all the students and teachers, a very good afternoon to you all. First of all, directors to give me the stage. And yeah, I understand that after it's too hard to concentrate after a full tummy in a dark room with nice fans and a nice AC. Yeah, so here I am with a topic I think it might activate your brain because this is the most burning topic. This is the most burning topic in the world now. And you go to your TikToks and you see that out of 10, 7 things will be like that. The 7 of the theme will be on nutrition, your lifestyle or exercise, etc., etc. And the second important thing is that, which is most important, I think all of you know that in the aphorism 3, Hahnemann told that the physician should have some requisite knowledge, right? On that, out of 7 or 8, 1 is the obstacles to cure. Yes or no? And this is one of the most important obstacles to cure out of the 5 mentioned by Dr. Hahnemann in the treatment of chronic disease, which generally we homeopathic physician omit or we do neglect or we don't put much importance. So let's get started. Actually, my topic is busting doubts in lifestyle and diet in chronic disease. So I just put it in the shade through Dr. Hahnemann's lens. Why? Because chronic disease, acute disease don't need much thing on the diet and lifestyle, as you all know that, because the person wants what he wants, you should give in the moderate quality, right? So now come down to our topic, get started. Next slide. With Dr. Hahnemann's word, because so many times people get that kind of confusion or get kind of that, what you can tell, they start arguing that Hahnemann told this so very strictly, so we should, they try to criticize it. So please go through it that as to the diet and mode of living of patients in chronic disease, I shall only make some general remarks, leaving the special application in any particular case to the judgment of the homeopathic physician. That is very important. He never force or unless otherwise the law is very strict, unless otherwise he never force it to anybody. And with limitation and modification in strictness. No need of much strictness. As a doctor, it's very important in your hand that in which case, what kind of thing you should follow. Next slide. And yes, one more thing is that every class of people have their different kind of diet, their living style, their approach to the life is different. So that's why when they suffer in the chronic disease, the advice for them to follow is different. That's why I kept slowly in the different class. Don't feel that I'm racist or something. Upper class, lower class, middle class, not like that. Because according to their class, their food habits differ. Their disease processes differ. So starting from regarding regular lifestyle of different class of people in general. Okay. So the daily labor, this is all strictly Dr. Hahnemann told. I have not added anything. It is his words only. So the daily laborer, if his strength allows, should continue his labor. The farmer, so far as he is able, can do his field work. See how like minute his things to approach. For every class of people, he has like done the study. The artisans is handwork, and the most difficult people are this fourth grade mothers. They don't know where their end is. They go on suffering and they go on doing the work. So for the doctors, these kind of people are the more challenging. So the mother, her domestic occupations according to her strength. You are in a disease and you go on doing the overwork and you are giving medicine, it is always challenge. So take care of these people. Next slide. And the only labors that would interfere with the health of healthy person should be prohibited. What does it mean that nowadays you have seen that so many people, they collapse in the gym, they collapse in the concert, they collapse in the crowd. Why? Because they don't know up to what level their body needs. They go on overdoing the things. So that results in, that's why I told how much labors means the strain. It is his word. The strain, how much body can take, you should do that. Means you should listen the body. So this must be left in the intelligence of the rational physician. Everywhere he has left to you. So you are the keen observer. Next slide. Yes, now come down to the different class of people. So professionals with mental, actually this is professionals with more fine mental works. Fine mental works means like jewelry people, like potterers, carpenters, they come under all these things. And sedentary work. This class of people during their cure advised to walk more in the open air without keeping their work altogether aside. And Hahnemann from his first, like when you go to his biography, from his first chapter, he told that it's very important to do the work. I think it's very important. Nowadays it's challenging, like go for a walk, telling to a patient means it's a big challenge, right? And yes, this is also mentioned, minimum 2 days a week for an hour each day. Next slide. So now come down to persons belonging to the higher classes. These are also most challenging people. Should be urged to take walks more than in their custom. More than in their custom means you ask them, sir, do you do any workout or do you walk? They will answer, madam, my house is so big that you start from my bedroom and come to the dining room. This is a big walk. No, sir, you have to come out from your house and have a half an hour, 45 minutes of walk. Are you getting it? So this is their customary walk. Okay, so now they also, those people can allow, why this told that innocent amusements and all these things? Innocent amusement like harmless music, dancing, listening lectures, all these things. Why he told? Because they're always busy on the strategical work, higher class people. So that's why he told that they can allow this kind of emotional amusements. And don't put a controversy, never allow playing of cards. Because it is strategic, and while playing cards, you have to put your mind. When you are suffering in a chronic disease, with a disease which is harming you, you cannot afford to put your brain on this type of things. Next. Scholars means all of us, the teachers, the lawyers, the students, poets, writers, everybody comes under that. So these people should also be motivated to moderately exercise in the open air and in the bad weather to do some light mechanical work indoors. During treatment, mental occupation should be limited to work from memory. Means they should not be on the writing or reading or anything. They can just think and do some work. That is limited. I'm telling this, all this in the treatment of chronic disease, while treating, not in the normal thing. And in mental disorders, it can never be allowed. If the people are suffering from really mental disorders, they are schizophrenic, they are ADHD, they are some other thing, they are not allowed any kind of mental work, right? Next. Yes, now in general, in all classes of chronic patients, frequent riding and driving should be reduced because it will exhaust, strain your body, and your body strain means it really needs some time to act to the medicine. So the very short after topic, the flirtations and empty excitations of the sensuality be prohibited. Guys, you should be little easy on the social media and the TikToks and the messages. One heart message from here, and there are 10 heartbeat increase on that type of patient. So please. And Reading of indelicate novels and poems, as well as superstitious and enthusiastic books, are to be altogether stopped. Intricated means it all together be stopped. Like in our time, it used to be like Mills and Boons and Sherlock Holmes during the treatment of chronic disease. I'm not telling the normal time. So only during treatment of chronic disease. Next. Should avoid the use of, yes, this is, I think, very important thing. Should avoid the use of domestic remedies or the use of any medicine on their own account. During the treatment, during your treatment, while you are treating the chronic disease, at that time, it should not be interfered with this. These are very important things. Perfumes and scented water should be avoided. We all know that. Cotton undergarment should be used. Cupping and venesection cannot be permitted. Actually, cupping and venesection was in his time was more, but nowadays also I have seen some places like Charminars et al. They are still there. I have one of my friend, his physiotherapist, Dr. Kiran. I have shoulder pain, and I went to his clinic. He started with cupping only. So it is still there. During treatment, you should not allow this because it will excite, it will drain out your body. Next. Yes. Yes, as I told, the most burning topic, diet. So it's a very beautiful line by him, by Dr. Hahnemann, that he who cares for his recovery can find dishes even at the king's table, which answers all the requirements of a natural diet. If a person is very cautious, then if spread a lot of food on him, but still he will choose the proper food which is good to them. Yes, this is the line. Next. As to diet, all class of people who wish to be cured of a lingering disease may have some limitations. I think all of you agreed with that. If you are having some abdominal disease or stomach disease or any GIT disease, you better be cautious about your diets. You cannot eat like anything gulp into your body, right? With lower classes, there need be, please, again, I am not racist or he is not racist. As I told you, that this class of people, their immunity, their food, their everything is different, right? So with the lower classes, with their need, be not very strict limitation, no equal limitations better. Why? Because their immunity is very strong. They can live with a bread and butter also. And if the chronic disease does not consist of an ailment of abdomen, if there is no GIT problem in them, there is no need of much strictness on them. Next. Poor men, why? Because this only. Poor men can recover health even with a diet of salt and bread. Yes or no? They are that strong. And we should all only advise them to limit the condiments of onions and peppers with the meager diet. Again, it depends on the physician. Okay, next. Yes. All of you, what do you expect this? So most difficult for a homeopathic physician is the decision as to drink. For any physician, not homeopathy, for any physician, it is difficult part. Next slide. Next slide. How many of you love this? Raise your hands. Wow, so many people. Like, so bad news is that, next slide. The bad news is that Hahnemann actually, before his first edition of Organon, he wrote a book on bad effect of coffees. He wrote a small book on bad effect of coffees. Like coffee has in great part the injurious effects of the health. During treatment of chronic disease, I am telling, don't be upset. You can drink, but if you have, that's why I'm mentioning on bracket every time. Yes, young people, if they are in 20 or 30 years, they can, if they want, like they can stop it immediately. Why he told that? Without particular disadvantage. Because when you are acquainted to a nicotine or something, when you stop it, some withdrawal symptom will come. So when you are young, you can bear that thing. But persons over 30 years, if using since long, they better to discontinue gradually. Every day drink somewhat less because they have, their body is not on that. So yes, this is your you can tell substitute. We read no vicarious, so it is a vicarious, like it's a substitute for the, you can try it out. Everyone here who loves coffee, you can try it out. This array or wheat, ray is a grain mostly in the United States. It is there. So ray or wheat roasted like coffee, and then see, he gave the solution also. So Dr. Hahnemann gave you the solution also, so that you'll not depressed that why coffee is not there. You'll not go in depression. So boiled, prepared like, has both in smell and taste much resemblance in coffee. The guys who are deadly coffee lovers, they can try this. Next. Yeah, I can't ask this that whether you like or not. I can't ask. Why? Because this is the Indian wine. Tea is known as Indian wine. Yes. So I can't ask you that whether you like or not. So whether expensive or cheap, but the problem is that more than coffee, it is more harmful in the treatment of chronic disease. When the person is suffering from a long-lasting disease, it is literally more harmful than the coffee. So whether expensive or cheap, tea affects the nerve secretly and surely and weakens and damages it. That is the problem in the tea, that it will not affect directly. It will slowly take out the thing. I have seen my husband always used to tell that, okay, I reduced my tea. I'll take 2 leaves in a cup of water, warm water, and the tea leaf has reduced. No. Actually, that is in between line. You cannot reduce. Whether you reduce the number, reduce the amount, you dilute it more, but tea is harmful in the treatment when the person is suffering from a long-lasting disease. And must instead of it use some harmless warm drink. What is the harmless warm drink? Warm water, very good. All are so good. Yes, next. Yes. Now I can see all the sleeplessness have gone. Everyone has smile in their face. Nice bottles. Next, go next. Yes, wine. Yes, in India, it is very less pure wine. We don't use much because we are more strong, no? So we go for the strong things. So, but this is on foreign countries, they actually live with the wine. So patients habituated to pure wine from youth can produce sudden sinking of their strength, and it can be obstruction to the cure. Yes, as I told, the withdrawal symptom can happen. So there he has given the key also. Like, you have a solution for it. Don't be so aghast that, okay, what can I do? You can do that. First, this is for pure wine, not for other things. Kind information. First weeks mixed with equal parts of water, gradually mix with 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Then with little sugar. So many times my students used to tell that, then this is not a wine, this is water, madam. There is sugar water. 6 times you dilute and then a little sugar. It is the pure sugar water. Why the use of drinking them? Okay, next. Yes, now this is Indian type. So this is about whiskey or brandy. So this will require, however, as much consideration in diminishing the quantity used as firmness is executing it. When the person is suffering literally from a long-lasting disease, he has to stop it. Now it is on you that how you will make it. So if any sinking of strength happens, then pure wine with several parts of water can be given according to circumstances. That is again bracketed is in the foreign countries. In our countries, you have to stop it. Yes, beers. So many times I ask my colleagues also, what do you drink? They tell that beer, nothing is there on that non-alcoholic beer, malted beer. So why then it is beer? So it is like that. It's often deeply undermine the health and which cannot be discovered by the inspection. A drink which is alcoholic, without alcohol, without malt, unte guda, it should be like the orange juice or mango juice, right? So when they made it, the name means they will hidingly they keep the substance which will intoxicate you. That's why mostly have narcotic ingredients added to give them the much like intoxicating quality. And honest physician cannot allow his patients to drink whatsoever called beer. I think most of the Indian people drink this. Next. As an inviolable law, these spiritual liquors, after having stimulated refreshment and heightened vital warmth immediately after partaking them, must have the opposite after effect. Primary action, secondary action, you already read. What is that? Once it will raise you, then it will start having weakness and diminution of the vital warmth. So it is very careful when you are treating a patient with a chronic disease. These are the things are very important thing. Next. Yes, use of tobacco and smoking should always be limited, and more if the mental activity, sleep, digestion or the evacuations are difficult. So more objectionable yet, however, is the using of snuff. Why the snuff? Because snuff is the raw tobacco. When a cigarette or anything, it is you will just burn it, maybe some part will burn, but snuff is a raw tobacco. Next. Yes, come down to the food. All dishes containing vinegars and citric acid. Nowadays, I can't see any dish in the market which are junk or which are fast food without this thing. So any dish with the vinegars or citric acid should be avoided, as these are especially apt to cause disagreeable sensation and troubles in those suffering from mostly nervous and abdominal problems. Very important. Next. So patients with nervous and abdominal complaints should also be allowed acid fruits in small quantities and sweet fruits. Acid fruit means your berries or your oranges, all those things. And sweet fruits only in the moderate quantities, because we Indian eat lots of fruits. So patients with constipation and weak digestion should restrict the use of young veal, means young calf, and vegetables causing abdominal flatulency. Next slide. Yes, so persons with weak stomach should avoid cinnamon, clove, means kindly most of the spices and bitter substance, because it acts as a palliative. That is important why they should avoid. And those whose sexual powers are low should limit themselves means they should take only these things. Eating young chicken, they should not eat. They should not eat these things like young chicken, eggs, truffles. Truffles means mushrooms. Mushrooms, pickled fish, and large fish. It also acts as a palliative. I think in the Andhra Pradesh or the South India, people eat more pickled substance. I have seen first time that they crave for the pickled meat also. Yes or no? In our side, it is not there. So persons with weak stomach should avoid cinnamon. I think next, no? Next slide. Yes. So ladies with scanty menses must avoid use of saffron and cinnamon. It acts as a palliative, because now also it is a trend that to increase the glow of your face, you should drink cinnamon, not, what is that? Saffron. See, everybody knows that. So because a trend became. So only for the ladies with the scanty menses. So in general, sprinkling of chopped raw herbs on soups everywhere, like your oregano, basil, parsley, everywhere it is there. Yes or no? Your pizzas, your burgers, your soup is on that. Again, this is on chronic disease, not with the normal peoples. So into eating old rancid cheese must be avoided, and also air dried or smoked fish. How many of you like dried fish? Yeah, there are there. Even if me also. Next. Yes, this is a common thing, right? Salt should always be in the less use. Next slide. Now, yes, after telling so many no, now this is the yes. So, yes. So, good wheat bread, we Indians always eat good wheat bread with cow's milk. See? So, good wheat bread together with cow's milk, a moderate use of fresh butter, mutton, grown chicken, and beef. This can be taken. Pickled and smoked meat should be rarely used and only in small quantities. This is also good news. Better quality of fish prepared by boiling with very less spices and sauces. Yeah, it is tough. Okay, so now come down to the conclusion. This is actually I feel that these are the golden lines by Dr. Hanneman. See, from that time also he has the vision of 1,000 years. And these are the lines we always tell. Any kind of advice you hear from any people, they will start with this. Like even a long continued habit cannot make it harmless. So many people think that we drink tea from the childhood, my body acquainted, my body has adopted. No, though it is long continued, but it is not harmless. And moderation in all things, even in the harmless ones, is the chief duty of the chronic patients. This you have to convey to the patient. And the most important thing is that if patients are willing to follow the advice of their faithful advisor, who is that? Physician, right? So all the duty, all the burden in on you only. Physician in whom they have confidence, when this advice is fortified with the reason. If you make them understand properly, because why I'm telling, because this is an obstacle to cure. You cannot omit it. But if they have faith on you, you make them understand properly, they will follow it. The process of recovery is more better, more faster. I have seen the cases where the best selected remedy failed. So we could not able to understand why it failed. This is one of the cause. I can't tell the cases now. Time is not there. Some other time we can see the case. And one last conclusion from my side is that, see, we are not only privileged to treat 70 to 80% of the patient in the world, but also we are privileged to be called as nutritionist and privileged to be called as a lifestyle coach. Thanks to Dr. Hanneman, and thank you.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. It was indeed a very informative session that we had. I'm sure with this, we've all understood or at least tried to know that what addictions do we have. Let us see who's addicted to coffee here. I'm addicted to coffee. Anyone else? I want to see. Please raise your hands. Anyone with addiction to tea? Oh, we have a lot of tea addictions. So now we know how to get rid of it. అంటే నెక్స్ట్ టైం టీ కాఫీ లేకుండా వేడి నీళ్ళు తాగదు. Chalo, thanks a lot, ma'am. It was a very informative session. We'll move ahead. The third speaker, Dr. Abhijit sir, for which I would like to call upon Dr. Harshita for the introduction. Our third speaker of today's session, Dr. Abhijit Sai Shankar sir, completed his BHMS from Tamil Nadu Dr. NGR Medical University in 2017. He has completed his MD, Homeopathic Materia Medica from the same college in the year 2020. And he completed his diploma in yoga from Vedadri Maharshi Yoga and Meditation Center. He is presently working as Assistant Professor Homeopathic Materia Medica since 2021 in Hamsa Homeopathic Medical College, Hospital and Research Center. And his experiences include 3 years of teaching experience, and he's a clinician, MS, Homeoverse chain of clinics, Trivandrum, Thuthukudi, and he's a third generation homeopath in his family, and is topper in Homeopathic Materia Medica MD Partner exam, and a principal investigator on various ongoing projects on agro-homeopathy and clinic research. He's also a co-author of the book Repertory Expert. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon. Respected great mind of homeopathy in front of me and respected fresh mind of homeopathy in front of me. So, before going to my topic, let me add 2 points to you. Like, as this is a CME, continuing medical education, sir, let me add some point about a lack remedy. So, as sir was talking about lack remedy today, 3 days back I had a very beautiful case of lack caninum. So the feeling of lack caninum, which makes the or which develops that lack state, is very important actually in context of lack remedy. A pediatric case. So that will be discussing that point will be relevant today, I thought of. So a child, so in morning when that sir presented about pediatric feeling, child will be having problem when the second child is born, or either one or the two. Let it be a second child or first child. If either of the color of the child is different, if one is dark and one is fair, then there will be a kind of dark complexion that is developing in that child's mind, right? So that is the basic pathology where a lack will be having a kind of complexion or an inferiority complex. In that context, lack pathology develops. Also, you can apply in case of USA, Europe, where we are going, there will be that black-white demarcation. So in that context also, the Negroes who is suppressed with the white people, the so-called white, will be having that complexion as we are dark. So in those context, this lack pathology will be developing. That's one of the point I would like to share with you. And one more point I would like to share from the context of Leknajida ma'am's presentation is, actually we Indians are safe drinking with coffee. what master mentioned about coffee is European coffee, which is 100% caffeine. What we are having is adulterated coffee, 60% of chicory and 40% of coffee. So actually, we are safe to have that coffee. No problem with that. What maybe. Okay, man. Still, we are safe to have because I have never stopped my patients from drinking coffee. Nothing much happened to them. The medicine, if the simillimum is perfect, it will act. Maybe in some cases we should do that restriction. Of course, yes. But in Indian context, we are safe. We are having adulterated one. So let's move to the topic. So it's a case of 84 years old female Lakshmi Narasimha, who is a known complaint of hypothyroidism and diabetes mellitus. So next slide, please. So she came to us with a presentation of monoplegia since 21 years with numbness and tingling of the left side of the lower extremity. And also she presented with constipation. So there was family history of hypertension and interstitial lung disease. So the patient history of presenting complaint is like the patient few days back before the complaint started, she fell on her bathroom and all this monoplegic symptoms developed, for which she was taken to the famous Yashoda hospital where all investigations were done and she was diagnosed with a condition called neuromyelitis optica. Neuromyelitis optica is nothing but an autoimmune disease. We'll go to that in detail. Next slide, please. Next. So the life in next slide, please. Next slide, please. So the life history, in life investigation, the most important point to get highlighted is there was a dispute in the family before 25 years where the means land dispute in the family in so her son she had only one son and 3 or 4 daughters and she most she loved one was her son and the son left the family because of this dispute which affected her very deeply. Okay, you can imagine how geriatric age person will be reacting where in the last stage or last stages of life when her loved one is not near to them. Next slide, please. So the mental generals were like the classical presentation of a old geriatric person. So she had a feeling of neglected. She had a feeling like she will be talking more at night. She will be talking self. So all those geriatric presentation was there with this case. Next slide, please. So the physical generals are appetite is diminished and the patient is not passing stool since many days. Actually, since the day of uh, uh, the fall in her bathroom, she didn't pass stool. Okay. She was passing stool only with support of enema. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. All these are actually so in the systemic examination, we found that the abdomen is bloated because she is not passing stool. Next slide, please. In CNS examination, we the mini mental state examination is normal, and in cranial nerve examination, optic nerve showed some vision impairment, pointing towards the symptoms of myopia. Next slide, please. So the laboratory investigation. So this is already diagnosed the case of NMO. So the MRI finding is there was fluid collection in from the level of D2 to hope you can read that. Yes. Okay, next slide, please. Again, the MRI was repeated during the course in Yashoda. Still, the fluid collection in lumbar region, and that starts from T12. It's still there. Next slide, please. And the patient is then diagnosed as NMO, neuromyelitis optica. Next slide, please. Neuromyelitis optica is actually an autoimmune disease where your body immune cells will be reacting against the cells of your central nervous system, which will be affecting your spinal cord as well as optic nerve. So there will be vision impairment as well as monoplegic like presentation as we saw in this case. Next slide, please. So considering all this totality, first next slide, please. First prescription was Pulsatilla 1
Chalo.
The oral dose was given. Next slide, please. So no favorable progress was seen for first 48 hours. So the patient was admitted to Hamsa Homeopathic Medical Hospital. So it's so in hospital setup, the patient will be expecting a rapid improvement from us, right? So we are supposed to previous slide. So we are supposed to give instant relief, or the patient keeps on asking us questions. So as there was no improvement till 48 hours, the totality was reconsidered, considering important mental rubrics of mind as if feeling as if neglected, and constipation symptoms and monoplegic symptom. Phosphorus was the remedy found. Next slide, please. So phosphorus 0/1 was prescribed for repetition, frequent repetition, considering in mind 0/1 potency was selected, and it was repeated every hourly. After 2.5 hours of prescription, patient started passing stool gradually. So one of the problem with the patient is monoplegic. Patient cannot walk. Patient is bedridden. So how normally a person passes stool is because we are walking. There will be a gravity pull, right? So a person can naturally pass stool. For a bedridden patient, it is very difficult for them to pass stool without an enema assistant. Still, she started passing stool with phosphorus. So after that, there was gradual improvement in the symptom day by day. Next slide, please. So, though there was improvement in weakness of monoplegia, the patient still complained about burning in that same affected limb. Considering that burning presentation, Pulsatilla 1 was given, 0/1 was given for the burning, considering the symptom totality. So after Pulsatilla, nearly 24 hours after Pulsatilla, there was a sudden sinking in the patient vitals. Next slide, please. Where the SpO2 gradually fell to 69, and immediate rescue was done. As she was in hospital setup, we was able to assist her with immediate rescue setup with oxygen supplementation, and a dose of, next slide please, a dose of acid force was given, considering the acute totality of the presentation. After acid force, suddenly the patient started improving, where the SpO2 came back to 99. Right. So the total, that acute phase was done. Still, we are supposed to give palliation to, means in this old age we cannot aim for a curative phase. We can only aim for a palliative care treatment. Next slide, please. So, along with our main remedy, phosphorus, physiotherapy was also given to the patient so that the recovery can be fast. And after this, and the patient was discharged for a few days. Next slide, please. Again, after 1 or 1.5 month back, after 1.5 month, she was readmitted. Next slide, please. Sorry. Before she getting admitted for the second time, we took the MRI again, where the normal study of dorsal spine was noted. Okay. Initially, there was edema in the lower dorsal segment from T12 to L5. Now the MRI study is normal. Next slide, please. So in initial days, this is the video where she is trying to. She was bedridden when she was brought to the hospital setup. Now she is trying to get up from the seat, but she is unable to. You can see that.
4x4 solve करते हैं तो
Okay. Then she was taken back to her home. Next slide, please.
क्या कर
Again, she was brought back to the hospital after a few 1.5 months back after, and Calcarea Phos 200 was prescribed first based on the symptom presented by the patient. But one of the chief presentation was again the weakness of left lower extremity was still persisting, and burning of left lower extremity was predominant. After Calcarea Phos, a symptom was again added, like she was able to sleep. Sleeplessness was again added to the presentation. So, considering all this sleeplessness, neurasthenia, nerve stimulating remedy particularly has to be given. In that context, Umesh are advised to give Avena Sativa tincture. Next slide, please. So Avena Sativa tincture 20 drops every night was given to the patient, and there was a steady improvement in the symptomatology, and patients actually started raising from the seat her own, and patient gradually started walking with aid of bystanders. Next slide, please. Here you can see the patient walking. So actually, this is not a curative mode of treatment. This is actually a palliative mode of treatment. At 84 years old, you cannot aim for a patient to get cured and run for the athletic races, right? So we have to consider the mental status of the patient, health of the patient, age of the patient has to be considered. 84 years old she is. That's a second childhood. Geriatric period is second childhood, right? So she has to be taken care of like a baby. Everything was done properly by the bystanders with physiotherapy aid, with integrated mode of treatment along with homeopathy. We was able to make the patient walk again back to the normal states. So I thank our director sir, Umesh sir and Padmaja ma'am for giving this opportunity. And also I thank HMAT people to us arrange such a seminar or CME program. I hope more CMEs will be arranged to continue our medical education. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, sir. Now I request the attention of all the audience, especially the students that have gathered here, for our much awaited quiz hour, which is to begin. So how many of you have actually sat down and prepared for today? We have prepared a lot, huh? So let us see how it goes about. I would like to call upon Dr. Gautam sir to take this ahead.
Good afternoon again. Yeah, back onto the dais, fourth time. First of all, I would request the participants to come front, all the participants. The quick participants. Yeah. Shashank, arrange. Chairs, huh? Let's, yes. I will arrange the chairs everywhere. So that is the reason I like the participants to come from, so that we get some place for the sitting in the first 2 days. For this, I will have plastic chairs for the things to be conducted. I want plastic chairs to be collected. Please bring the plastic chairs to the front. Fine. Kindan. We'll move the first 2 days little back. We'll create some space here. Plastic, better, sir. Sound is easy to the chairs. If possible, can the rows be moved little backside on the classes, like we did in the morning session? Thank you for the active participation, the audience also. Yeah, both sides. We need both sides, ma'am. We need the space both sides. I want guys to help. Interns, Suresh, Banu, Chanakya, can you please arrange the chairs? Each, అది కొద్దిగా అంకల్. All the plastic chairs, yes. All the plastic chairs to the front. Six chairs in a team. Oh. But chairs arranges. Yeah, team Kent. First of all, team Kent, Dr. S. Vinay Kumar, Dr. P. Sanya from post graduation, and Hilda S. Archini, Ugarani and Faisal. The team Kent. No last moment changes. 6 members, 5 teams, 5 teams. Okay, if that is possible. That is possible, it is. It is starting. అటు సురేష్ అటు సార్. Your team Alliance, Dr. K. Pragna Reddy, Dr. K. Pragna, Dr. K. Sai Pavani, Sudhamai, G. Venkatesh, Alekia, Gautami. Alekia and Gautami. అక్కడ రాదా అక్కడ రెండు వస్తాయి కదా కింద ఫైవే కదా ఓకే చైర్ ఆ చైర్ ఎక్స్ట్రా చైర్ ఫైవ్ టీమ్స్ టీమ్ డాక్టర్ సిహెచ్ కరుణశ్రీ డాక్టర్ కె ధనశ్రీ శశిధర్ డి ప్రియాంక చాణక్య అండ్ పూజ this team board. Next team match Dr. Manikanta, Dr. Pavalika, A. Sumant and Bhanusri, Abhinay Balaji, Saima. Team plan. Dr. Vikram Sharma, Dr. P. Praveen, Srikanth, C.S. Sinisha, Chennai and Ajay. అక్కడ కూర్చోవచ్చు సార్ అంటే సార్ వాళ్ళు కూడా సార్ వాళ్ళు కూడా అక్కడ నిల్చొని మనం కూర్చోండి Yeah, you can search from the books we have given. That is a secret book. I'll tell you the secret at the end of the game. That is to divert your mind. So are we ready, teams? Are you ready for your trivia? Only the participants are making some noise. What are the participants? So as you're aware, I think I've shared already in your groups, in your respective WhatsApp groups regarding the rounds. Yes. So we have total 4 rounds. Yes. The first round, many-word puzzle. You can also watch on the screen. Right. Each team, so you'll be given puzzle along with a plain sheet. Okay. Plain sheet is given. The stationaries need to be supplied as early as possible. Okay. So regarding the rules, you will be given puzzle along with plain sheet, right? A paper of puzzle. So along with a plain sheet with having these columns. Okay, a column for 3-letter, 4-letter, 5-letter, and so on till 8-letter. So from the medi search, from the puzzle, you have to identify the words. So this is the puzzle. Maybe what you have to identify the 3-letter, 4-letter, 5-letter, and so on till 8-letter. Okay, you have to round it off, and also at the same time, one of the participants will be writing it in the plain book. Right? So you will be given 3 minutes for that. The number of words identified, the number of words wrote under the correct column will only be considered, and who will be identifying more number of words in the given time. So that will be the winner for the round. Okay, and so on. The winner, the runner, and all. And one team will be eliminated in the first round itself. Right? Okay, are you ready? Are you aware? Okay, are you clear with this? All the participants, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, not sprite. You're being very clear. I thought you give me thumbs up. Yes. So you'll be given 3 minutes for this. Okay, top 4 teams will qualify for the next round. Right? Remember, your points will be counted from round 1 itself. From this round medieval puzzle. Okay. Coming to the second round, the time limit for the second round is. Can you change the slide? Second round, 2 minutes. You have to guess a remedy and you have to guess a diagnosis. Okay? So you think they'll be confused? They're confused. Okay, we'll wind up with the round 1 first, then we'll go to the rules of second round and then we'll go for the next round number 2. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, people are using mobile phones. Please give your mobile phones. So our organizer is telling if you are using also it is of no use. It's better to give away the phones, right? Rather, please give away your mobile phones. Whatever digital accessories you have on your body. You will find it available. The center of this. It is distracting. Sacha, I'm giving the papers first. Just for adding some excitement. So choose to
Time has started and you have the papers in your hand.
the time starts now. Yes. You are
Pen, you don't.
doctor. Time what is time what is Tell me the time also. Keep telling me the time.
1 minute is done.
Yes, end of first 1 minute.
It is done. You have more. 1 minute, 45 seconds.
1 minute, 43 seconds.
One minute, 30 seconds.
1 minute, 27 seconds.
Just last 1 more minute to go. 60 seconds. Last 40 seconds to go.
39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34.
అదే टाइम अप हो गया वो पहले
Time up, time up, time up. No, we have given time, you have given early. అదే తీసుకోవాలి మీరు ఇచ్చేస్తారు మీరు ఇచ్చేసినారు యూఆర్ అండర్ సిసిటివి సర్వేలెన్స్ హియర్ No, no, it is, see, it is not valid there. It is not valid there. No, 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 no. Team name, okay. Team name, okay. Chill. So there is a clash between team 20 and team 6. The giving elements to each other. Give us 2 minutes. We'll have the scores from one team.
उसमें से निकाल देंगे
ఇట్లాంటి అంటే నాకు బాగా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ Can you have the scores for round one? Second round. We'll announce the eliminated team and then we'll announce the second. Can you have the scores, please? On the screen, you want them on the screen? Yeah, very tough decision. So meanwhile, we'll have rules of round two. Okay. So round two is about gets the remedy at diagnosis. Okay, it is you have time limit of 2 minutes here. Each team will be given a remedy to recognize or to identify or guess or a diagnosis to guess. For the diagnosis, there will be 3 slides given. Okay, that will be displayed. And if you answer at the first clue, you will be given 20 points. After the second clue, 15, and after the third clue, 10. Likewise. Okay. That is for diagnosis. That is for the diagnosis. Team wise. for each team. Okay, then for remedy also will be played 4 slides. Okay, the answer at the first clue, first slide 20, second slide 15, third 10, fourth 5. And if you're not able to identify within the given time, that can be passed to the next team. Okay, that can be passed to the next team. And the team, the team which gets after passing that particular question, they'll be getting 10 marks for diagnosis and 5 marks for remedy. Okay, there's a little difference because it has been passed from the previous team. So only 3 teams will be qualified for the next round from here, from the second round. Okay. Now we'll see the results. Okay, we have the results. The team Allen has scored 56 points. Yeah, you can cheer up. Team Clark, please raise your hand. 74 marks. Team Match, 60 marks. Team Kent, 76 marks. Team Warwick, 89 marks. See, here, I want to remind you, you have given your answer sheet 30 seconds earlier. No. You have been under strict CCTV surveillance. See, your director, PG professors there were watching you. So we eliminate Team Allen from here. Thank you for your participation. A huge round of applause to Team Allen.
Leave your phone there only. Take this way. No, no, sit there. कुछ नहीं होता इधर आओ.
So Team Six stands at first place after the completion of round 1. Okay. Team Kent, second place. Team Clark, third place. And Team Match, fourth place. Right? Are you clear with the scores? Now, because we are displaying the clues on the screen, we want the participants to concentrate on the screen. Okay? Make yourself comfortable with the screen. Concentrate on the screen. We will be having only 2 minutes. Okay?
One do typing. I am doing typing. Confusion है क्या? सर है ना? For one slide. Time.
Are they ready? Are they ready?
Ready? Huh? Next look कावाली है ना? हाँ ठीक है पर आप whenever they you have to ask them whether you want the clue or not. 5 marks minus. Second 5 marks minus. 5 marks minus. So if they ask 4 clues, 0 हो जाता है. First slide कर दीजिए 20. Slide में identify 20 marks. 25. You put up slides after already.
So, Team Bori question.
Busy round.
Because you have, okay, you have to be very alert. If you want the next clue, please ask immediately, no delay. Okay,
And every time you ask for a clue, there will be -5 from your total marks. Okay.
so the first round two, we'll be starting with twin break. Right?
Time.
The time starts now. Okay, first diagnosis. No counting of the answers from the audience or the other teams, please. Please maintain silence. If you want to answer now, if you want another. Yeah. Mic is అది ముందే చెప్పాలి కదా. Time again.
I paused the time at 34 seconds. Okay? I'm restarting now. Only 1.5 minutes.
He has given one answer. Not answer. Okay, before we go, like continue the round, I just want to make it clear. Combining all the things you get a diagnosis. Okay, don't be in a hurry. Right? Don't be in a hurry to answer. Combining all the things, you'll get a diagnosis. A condition or a diagnosis. Okay? Like, starting. Can we have the second clue?
Forty-three seconds.
So the first clue and the second clue combined in a condition. No prompting answers.
60 seconds remaining.
Next clue.
Scoring.
Next clue. Lumber-Wilson syndrome.
Are out.
They have given the answer. Lumber-Wilson syndrome. After 3 clues, they have given the answer. Time. Time limit
1 minute, 12 seconds.
in 1 minute.
1 minute, 12
So in 1 minute, 12 seconds, we have identified the diagnosis. Okay. Now, remedy also at the same time. Remedy also at the same time.
Sorry, yeah.
There you have the answer. So the next team, is it Ken? Yes.
Sorry. Will be deducted.
Here, can you go ahead with the round? Mike, please. Mike. Mike. Okay. The time starts now.
You want the next clue?
Silence, please, audience.
15 seconds are out.
Correct answer.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
You have guessed it in 30 seconds. So these are the other clues.
Now,
So you have answered in 30 seconds in Kent. Right. So next we have Team Clark. Are you ready with the slides?
the time has
The
started.
time starts now. Please, silence from the audience. I know you're excited. I can understand your excitement. You want the second clue? Yes. The other clue? You have already asked.
Answer correct unna poina parledu. We will give you the second clue appudu. But you will have -5. Okay.
If you have asked for the other clue, it will be minus. However,
Konaga. Vidya Konaga.
right answer.
40 seconds.
Time.
40 seconds.
So you've answered in 40 seconds. Time. Next. Team match. Team match. Are you ready? Your time starts now. Puzzling minds, rapid recalling. This is what we call homeopathy.
15 seconds are out. Team Nash. Sorry. Laugh.
Next clue. You want to go for the second clue? Oh.
Korea. Sydenham's Korea.
A little louder, please.
Sydenham's Korea.
Condition, please.
You need to make the diagnosis. Diagnosis.
Combining, see, once again, I'm reminding, combining all the clues will get a diagnosis or a condition. How much time left?
1 more minute.
Yeah, 1 more minute, 60 seconds,
56 seconds.
55, 54, 53. You can go for the other clue. 52, 51.
Endocarditis. Bacterial endocarditis. Infective endocarditis. Okay. No, that's not the right diagnosis. You next clue. Next clue.
You will be giving the next clue.
Rheumatic heart disease. Sorry? Rheumatic heart disease. Rheumatic heart disease. Correct.
Rheumatic arthritis, correct. So you have used 3 clues. And how much time?
1 minute 41 seconds.
1 minute.
41 seconds.
So you've taken 1 minute and 41 seconds for answering, right? So rheumatic fever. Yeah, and next, again, we'll come back to the teams, right? We have to guess the remedy here. Please don't be in a hurry to answer. After combining all the clues only, we'll be getting a remedy. Okay, we're concentrating on material medical professors here. Likewise, the other professors also. Okay, again, team B. It is not applied like that. It is. 1 minute 41 seconds. 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 1 minute 41 secon So you have four clues here. Four clues, okay, four clues for this for each team to identify to guess the remedy. So we are starting with team. Very, yeah. Are you ready with the slides? The time starts now.
The rules are the same. More the clues you ask, more -5 you'll get.
Sir, like to podium. Like to podium.
17 seconds.
Can you pass on the mic? So these are the four clues and combined. What is the answer, audience? Yes, the team has answered it correct in 15 seconds only. Okay. So they are giving it randomly. We don't know what is there. Okay. There's no favoritism here. Right. So next team, Kent. Are you ready? The time starts now. Right answer.
7 seconds. 7 seconds.
So team Kent have answered in 7 seconds. Okay, it is the right answer. We'll see the other clues also. Fast, fast. Next thing, really slide faster. Antinomian freedom, that is the answer. Yes, the answer is right. Okay, the next team. Team Clark. Are you ready? Your time starts now. Please, no answers from the audience.
Team Clark.
Next clue.
Next clue. 15 seconds remaining. 15 seconds done.
Next clue.
Yeah. 30 seconds are done. This is the second clue.
30 seconds are up.
You want the next clue?
Do you want the next clue?
Next clue.
You can at least save the time then.
Next.
Next clue. Please, audience, no answer.
Puja. 50 seconds. 50 seconds. 5-0.
5-0. You have answered in 5-0. 50 seconds. The audience will be disqualified. Slide it.
I request the audience to please maintain silence. We will have an audience poll in the end.
We'll have another round with the audience. Please bear with us till then. Okay, are we done?
Yeah.
Team Nash. Can we have the photograph?
Your time.
The time starts now. Hey, lead. See, this is not entertaining. Seriously.
Team Nash. Answer remedy. Next clue.
You want the next clue?
Team match 38 seconds. Arsenicum album.
Okay, 41 seconds.
That is the right answer. You have answered in 41 seconds.
We have third round.
So this comes to the end of round two. Huge round of applause for all the teams. Are you ready with the score? So one team will be eliminated here. I know there's a very good participation from all the teams, but we are considering a lot of aspects, time, clues. Okay, how quickly, how promptly you answer. How promptly you catch the audience answers also. Even that counts. So can we have the marks for round two? So meanwhile, we'll go for the sketch. Yeah, for the sketch. So round three, Damsharads. Okay. Native America Damsharads. And now we have action and drawing here. You have to enact or draw and draw. In each team, one member has to come. Okay. And perform action or drawing. And same person should not come for action or drawing. Okay. One for action and one for drawing. And you have to pick a chick and perform the action or drawing. Okay, you'll be given a chick. The person is coming and he'll be performing that. No verbal communication in action. Okay, while you're acting in Damsharads, no verbal communication and no numericals or alphabets should be used in drawing. No alphabets and no numericals. The team is busy. Team very is busy. Please give the marks. I completed half of the rules from round three. Okay. So no verbal communication while you're acting and no numericals or alphabets should be used in drawing. Otherwise, you'll be disqualified. Okay, immediately. Using any verbal communication in drawing, any alphabets or numericals in action and drawing, act. Yes.
Will yes.
So the team which identifies faster within given 2 minutes of time that will qualify for the next round. You'll be given 10 marks for current identification when you're drawing, when you're one of the team person will be drawing, and 20 marks when he's acting. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear to the teams? Now at the end of round two, we have scores like this. Team pick 114 points. At the end of round two, team Kent 116 points. Team Clark 99 points. And team Nash 75 points. So the team Nash will be eliminated. Team Nash is eliminated after the end of round two. And wait. So I think you're clear with the rules for round three. Yes, all the teams. Are you clear with the rules for round three? And you decide who is coming for acting and who is coming for drawing. It is among yourselves.
Before we start the round, we will ask who is coming for whom and then you can't change it.
Before you are starting this round, you select one among yourself for acting, one among yourself for drawing. And please no answers from the audience. Okay, we have teams here. We have prizes here. Okay? Please bear with us. We have high tea waiting for us. So please bear with us. So who is coming? From team. You'll be acting. You'll be acting. Drawing?
Okay.
Where are you? Okay. Are we clear with that? Team? Let's go first. Who's coming for acting? Who's coming for drawing from your team? Drawing Ajay, acting. Risha. From Gorik, who's coming for acting and who's coming for drawing?
Discussion. Excuse me, the whole team can answer, right?
Yeah.
Not just single person. మొత్తం చెప్పాలి.
అనుకోని చెప్పాలి. See, once you identify it correctly, please discuss among yourselves and then answer the whole team. Okay, one is giving an answer, the other is giving another answer. It is not counted. Okay, it is disqualified then. You discuss the answer among yourselves after you have seen your team person enacting it and drawing it. Please silence from the audience. ఇస్తలేరు same thing. So are you ready? Are you ready? From team Kent? No prompting of the answers from the audience or from the other teams as well. Okay, please maintain silence. Your time limit for this is 2 minutes. 2 minutes for each acting and drawing. Okay, 20 marks for acting, 10 marks for drawing. Okay, for identification after acting and drawing. Have you cleared that? Okay.
One will prompt.
So this is the first in first round. You have first for acting from team Kent, Dr. Vinay. Okay,
Your time,
the time starts now. Discuss among yourselves and answer.
Nakswamika.
Next, Swamika.
13 seconds.
13 seconds, they have answered 14 seconds it correctly. More than half of the audience is surprised. Would you agree? Good effort from team Kent. You've answered it in 14 seconds, the right answer. Okay. Next we have from team Gorik. Team Gorik, we have Shashidhar.
Your time starts now. 5 seconds. Four seconds.
So team Gorik has answered it correctly in 4 seconds. Right. Next, team Clark. Finisha.
Your time.
Your time starts now.
No lips.
No lip movement, no verbal communication.
Carbo veg.
Uh-huh.
Follow.
Okay. ఏమైంది
20
దానికి
seconds done.
పట్టీలు వెండి పట్టీలు గుర్తుకుతా
Agent of nitricum.
Agent of nitricum, how much time?
29 seconds.
29 seconds, you have answered it right. Yes, the audience is little surprised. Metallicum. Okay, now who's coming for drawing? See, you have a board here. You'll be given a marker. బట్ట బట్ట ఉందా క్లాత్ ఓకే from team 10 Ugarani onto the dais. So if you open, your time starts. Your time starts now. You have to draw. Please concentrate.
12 seconds.
12 seconds.
Seconds. 1, 2.
Okay, you have answered. Yeah. You have answered in 12 seconds. Okay. So now team three. Not the same person.
No, this is the same person. Someone.
Not the same person. You have already told this. Your time starts now.
Seconds.
How much time?
15. One.
You will answer in 15 seconds. Right answer. Team Clark. Team Clark. Ajay. Marker ichese first. Give the marker. Then the paper. Your time starts now. Hey.
Chaman. 16 seconds.
16 seconds. So you have answered in 16 seconds. 1-6. Scores. So that comes to the end of round 3. Okay, so one more team will be eliminated from here. Oh, I know it is the saddest part of the game to eliminate the participants. So meantime, we'll have rules of fourth round. The fourth round is called tug of terms. Okay. So you'll be given topic. One participant from two teams, one student, one participant will come to play this tug of terms. Okay. You'll be having chair here. You'll be sitting face on with each other, right? A topic will be given. One has to start a play. one-on-one. For example, if we give the topic is list of drugs starting with A, we're starting as arsenic, so the other is containing actinide, then antin group. So it goes on like that. No starting if you're pause, if you're giving any pause, you're disqualified. Okay, so you have to be very quick. You're given a topic, right? You have to be very quick and no repetition also. No repetition also. Okay. Your answer should not repeat. Your answer should not repeat. So you have to select that one individual from your team who can answer it. No, it can be anything. And how many?
Okay. It's లేదు మేము చెప్పకముందే మార్క్స్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ 100 లో కూడా లేదు
And on adding to the rules of fourth round, so you'll be having 5 topics. Okay, one topic, one participant from the teams, from both the teams. Right after the end of that topic, the other participant will be coming and will be answering. Right? Is that clear? And no repetition of the participant also. For 5 topics. Is that clear? Now, at the end of round 3, the scores are like this. Team Clark 129 points. Team Burrick 144 points. Team Kent 146 points. Thank you for your participation. Team Clark. So in total, to be clear with the results, in total, Team Clark has taken 45 seconds in answering both action and drawing. Team Kent has taken 26 seconds. Team Boric has taken 19 seconds in answering both action and drawing. Okay, that is how we have the scores. So who is coming first? From both the teams. Yeah. I hope you're clear with this round. Yes, both the teams. Are you clear with the rules of this round 4? You don't seem to. Once more, please. Okay. So for 2 teams, one participant will be coming to play the tug of terms. We'll be having 5 topics. For each topic, one participant will come from each. Right? So the topic will be given and you have to start to play one-on-one. For example, a topic is list of drugs starting with letter A. So one is starting with aconite. Immediately, without any gap, you're starting arsenic album, antin crude, likewise, aloes. Okay? If you're pausing, you're out. The topic is end there, and the other team is winner for that topic. So total 5 topics you have. Is that clear? 5 topics. There's no time limit, like you can go on and on. So one participant from each team. One participant from each team. One participant from each team, please. రా చూసుకుందాం అంటున్నా డాక్టర్ వినయ్. నువ్వేమి చూసేది అంటున్నా బస్ని. అరే ఇదేంది అంత దూరం కూర్చున్నారు? ఓకే, సోషల్ డిస్టెన్స్.
Hello.
Okay, so the topic is
Who will start?
team Doric. Okay, team Doric will start first. So the topic is no prompt, no answers from the audience, from the other participants as well. Okay, only the participants on the dais will be answering. Concentrate on the topic. The topic is nerves. Nerves. Start.
Accessory nerve. Adjacent.
Cranial nerves.
See, there are set of cranial nerves.
Cranial nerves are bunch of nerves. Any nerves. Vagus nerve.
Facial nerve.
Femoral nerve.
Oropharyngeal nerve.
Glossopharyngeal.
Sorry, what did I say? Brachial nerve.
Facial.
I did. I told it. You're repeating it again.
You sit down. So can we consider that? Yes, the next participant from each teams. మీరంటే రండి తొందరగా ఎవరు intern versus intern. PG versus PG. Okay, your topic is Boric. Team Boric will start. Okay, your topic is look here, Harshini. P series drugs. P for Pune. Phosphorus.
Still.
Ramam. అయిపోయింది. Topic done. You are taking a long time. Yes, next participant. Hilda from Team Kent. Intern versus intern again. B. Priyanka. Okay. So your topic is muscles. Team Boric. Start.
Deltoid muscle. Latissimus dorsi. Trapezoid. Trapezius.
5, 4.
Supraradialis. Supraradialis. Radialis.
Can you repeat the answer?
Pectoris major.
Oh, you're changing the answer.
Break.
Go on. Ready? So Faisal from Team Kent, Chanakya from Team face on, one on one. Okay? The topic is bones. Radial bone, clavicle, cranial bone, femur, facial bone, humerus. Wrong, cranial bones. Last topic. Okay. Last topic. Participants from team Zurich.
All the best.
Okay, Pooja versus Ugarani.
For this round, we have 2:2. So this is kind of a tug of war.
Okay, tug of terms. Right? So your topic is, look here. C series drugs. C.
C. Okay. Cina. Camomilla. Cinchona. Calcare carb. Calcare phos. Colocynth. Camomilla.
You already answered. First chamomile. So here we come. End of the 4 rounds. A huge round of applause to all the participants. Okay, the audience wants some questions. I have to ask question paper first. Can we have questions for audience also? नहीं है मैडम टाइम है वी आर वे ahead of time इसीलिए हाई टी हाँ है ना అంటే గుర్తుంది సో ఎనీ గెసెస్ హూ ఇస్ ద విన్నర్ So the audience says Dr. Hanneman is the winner. Yes, Dr. Hanneman is always the winner. But for this quiz from your trivia, okay, a small event. How did you enjoy? Sorry? We had lots of fun. How about the teams that got eliminated? Yeah, we want your opinion too. They won the hearts. Oh, so some won the prizes, some won the mementos, and some won the hearts from Homeo Trivia. So who is the winner? The audience, please answer. Audience is the winner. It's any two from the audience if you're ready for tug of terms. See, this is the option we are giving to the audience. Any two from the audience for tug of terms. See, the high T is already started. Any participants for tug of terms from the audience, we're giving you a good chance. Not interested. Participants, can I call out some names? Names. Arun. Actually, he took very high tea and snacks. In front of this audience. This one, from intern. You can continue here, no problem. You can continue your high tea here on the dais as well. Yes, anyone from the final year? Even there. Manikanta. Manikanta from PG, Dr. Manikanta from PG. Dr. Priyanka. Intern, huh? Are you already done, right? Dr. Pragya. Dr. Pragya Reddy from intern. Sorry, post graduation. My bad. Post graduation. Department of Dr. Pragya Reddy. Other terms. Mics, please. Mics, please. Now you can take your seats. Okay, are you ready? So who is answering first? Ladies first. Dr. Pragna Reddy from repertory. Okay, so your topic for tag of terms is S series drugs. Start Pragna.
Selenium,
Sanicula.
stramonium,
Sanguinaria.
sil-
Hey. Audience.
sulfur,
Salicia.
si-
Okay, I like the answer then. Shwetanta Hippidas.
stanomet, staphysagria,
Stanamid.
sabadilla,
Sisicium.
syphilinum,
Sickle core.
sepia,
Yeah, it is a remedy. Saccharum lactis.
sepia,
Time up, time up. Who is the winner? I don't know. Yeah, one now two participants from final year. You can take your high tea along with your work onto the diet, no problem. Naveen Naik. Naveen Naik, one from girls. Anyone from girls? Anyone from girls? Okay, CR, XCR.
one more round. Last round, na?
Two of the participants from Excaliburs, final BHMS, Instagram star. Naveen Naik, Instagram star. Yes, the last program we had, the Homo Quest. He had a huge following there. Yes. Where is the question paper? Question. Audience, you have a chance. Can you give a topic? Z-related drugs. Luyapra. Okay, the topic is hormones. Start, the hormones are started. Insulin,
Thyroid hormone.
growth hormone, estrogen, eliminated ఇంకేముంది disqualified. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your participation. అదే his fans forcefully disqualified him by counting answers. So the winner for quiz Homeo Trivia, puzzling minds, rapid recalling. So the team with 149 points stands first. James Taylor Kent. A huge round of applause for team Kent. So the runner-up being Team Derek with 146 points. See, there's only 3 points difference. You're standing second. Tough luck. Yeah. We'll have a felicitation then. Okay, we have a felicitation session, then we can have everyone onto the dais. Okay, congratulations to both the teams for participation and to the audience also. Sorry for interrupting your high tea. Okay, so we'll continue with the next section of felicitation. Okay, the post-plan session, the felicitations, all the felicitations will be concluded here. Can we have the answers onto the dais? The session, right? After the awards, right? Before proceeding for the felicitations, I would request Dr. Venugopal Gauri sir for concluding remarks for today's entire session. Good evening, everyone. The president of our association, Dr. Gopal Krishna, Dr. Durga Prasad Rao, our general secretary, our director of Hamsa Homeopathic Medical College, Dr. Umesh Akinapalli, and all the senior staff of Hamsa, Dr. Srinivas Babu Kapti, Dr. Lagnajita Ravi, Dr. Nikita, and all the participants of Hamsa College and all the students of Hamsa Homeopathic Medical College and our own team here. A very good evening to one and you all. It has been a very heartwarming day for all of us at the association. First of all, it's an honor for us to host you, the bright young minds that are coming out of this beautiful homeopathic medical colleges in the cities of Hyderabad, and especially from Shamburpet, Dr. Hamsa Homeopathic Medical College. And it was a very interesting day in the sense, I'm sure all of you have enjoyed Dr. Samir Chaukar's talk on the common ailments of children, and the way he has exposed the materia medica of various drugs of many ailments, how to actively participate in understanding the right from observation to understanding the emotions to hearing the complaints as stated by the mothers, and then arriving at a remedy. It was, I am sure it was a good learning curve for all of us. For students as well as practitioners, it is a refreshing change to listen to someone who has had exposure to teaching or treating such children. And I really sincerely appreciate the efforts of Dr. Runku Sushma, who presented on alopecia areata. Dr. Saida Muskan Ali, it's a beautiful STSH project on COVID complications. Dr. Pujita Raj on spinal anesthesia. What interested me the most was the COVID vaccination and the way it was dealt with. Of course, Tuja, we all know. Give me a few minutes, friends. I'll go away soon, and you can enjoy the refreshment meanwhile. And really interesting participation of the students, the way they have presented and actually worked on those cases. The COVID vaccination challenges, we are seeing long COVID cases in our clinics, and the way it has impacted every organ and the system of the human body. And the way the study was carried out was very good, and they arrived at very good remedies. And the presentation of Muskan also was very good. Pujita Raj and spinal anesthesia, it was a very nice topic, and it will go a long way in the days to come when we can enter into the arena of specialty and address the complications with homeopathic remedies. And the second session, the starts of Hamsa Homeopathic Medical College, Dr. Srinivas Babu Katti sir. Totally, I agree with you that sarcodes and nose roads go a long way in treatment of various illnesses, and especially lifestyle diseases and disorders. And that's one of my favorite topics. And as you have rightly said, thyroidinum 6C and lactofluoratum, maybe the patient was also having some intolerance to milk that would have contributed to this problem. This is a world of plenty where we have so much at our disposal, but we are unable to actually utilize what we have in hand. That a little piece of phone that you have in your hand has access to all the information and knowledge the world over, but sometimes we are not good at how well we can infer and use that thing. And that is the reason why like we have insulin, which is more in the body, thyroid, which is more in the body, cortisol, which is produced by the body, but that does not get activated and assimilated and used by the body. That's the reason why we have all these lifestyle diseases. And Dr. Srinivas Babu Katti was very good in appreciating the fact that this go a long way. And along with that, my favorite, as I told you, I use all these remedies of insulin, thyroidinum, pituitary, and cortisol in lower potencies, which actually activate and help in assimilate the hormones and help in treating such diseases. And great marks to my fellow mate in organ department, Lagnajita ma'am, for coming out well with her presentation. I think all your claps for Dr. Srinivas Babu were over in the morning. Yeah, that's a second round of applause for you, sir. So, Lagnajita ma'am, I mean, it was a beautiful composition of whatever Hanuman has said about the diet. And today, the greatest things and greatest challenges are lifestyle diseases and nutritional issues. And these are the main topics that actually cause this non-communicable diseases of hypertension, diabetes, hypothyroidism, and so many. And if you have to treat this, as long as you cannot consider the diet as a main course of um, uh, you can say therapy, you can never achieve the best result for your patient. And Dr. Lagnita came out with a beautiful composition of whatever Hahnemann has said all through his life about diet. And all I can add is like, you know, a lot of patients, when they come to us, we ask them, why have you not used homeopathic medicine earlier? And they say, we are a little scared of giving up tea or giving up coffee. So I just tell them, yeah, there's a problem when you use homeopathy because the coffee doesn't work, while the homeopathic medicine will work if you have coffee. So never mind about stimulants. And as Dr. Abhijit was saying, it is all adulterated today. So it doesn't matter. And Dr. Abhijit's presentation about the neuromyelitis was very good. And when we also associate with specialities, that is when we understand the way we can help our patients better. In fact, we also from the stable of Homeopathic Medical Association of Telangana, we have some good news for you. I will tell you only if you are silent for a moment. So, with discussion with the director of your institute, Dr. Umesh Akinapalli sir, and our president, Dr. Gopal Krishna, and in tie-up with one of the best hospitals in super specialty in the Twin Cities, KIMS, we are coming out with a program, probably 6 months to 1 year, where you can attend all the specialty rounds, whether it is general medicine, gynecology, dermatology, or all the specialties in about 6 months, where you will also be trained in practices of homeopathic medicine, how you can implement usage of therapeutics of homeopathy in the specialities. And again, we will be giving an opportunity of these students who do this course for 6 months to 9 months in the institute to work as a on probation for 3 to 4 months before you get a PG diploma. And we'll be ready by the time you complete your internship, and with good blessings from your director, he will share the final details with you in the days to come. We'll offer you this, and we want all the sharp minds of homeopathy, not for trivial things. We want for special things like homeotrivia, and greatly in the days to come for the practice of homeopathic medicine. That is the reason why Homeopathic Medical Association of Telangana actually calls you here and wants to share with you that ultimately it is you who are going to be the future of homeopathy. And only if you can prescribe where you can help patients get better with homeopathic medicine, that is how Hahnemann is going to be happy with you. Do you agree? So we are with you in this round. And I would like to tell you that from the background here, it is all the participation of youth like you that has actually made this whole day possible. Maybe slightly experienced among the team is Dr. Gautam Ralabandi, which whom you know. And hiding behind are very some few intelligent, hardworking, diligent. You can have all the best rubrics of repertory for them. I request you to come out and please show your have a presentation here, please. Dr. Harshita, who takes care of our outpatient department here every day. Dr. Harshita. Ours is a Modi Charitable Clinic, has been serving patients here for the past 50 years. Now it is, when I said you are going to practice homeopathy, Dr. Harshita is Modi Charitable Clinic today is on the young shoulders of Dr. Harshita today. So in the days to come, we want more of you to come out and participate. Dr. Annapurna was here this morning. She's not there with us now. She was also in the background work, and some other activity like this has been also carried out by Dr. Mahek Singh. And so she's also one, like what Dr. Lagnachita ma'am was saying about nutrition. She has something, already done after BHMS, some certification in functional medicine where you can implement this supplements better along with alongside homeopathic remedies. And this is a course probably when we take inputs from such youngsters, where what do they want and how to be more confident and be efficient in practice. So that is how we actually have these ideas and share with others, and that's how we formulate things like this. So these people are the brain behind us. We are just talking here in front of you, actually. And again, industrious is another rubric for our Dr. Chamun. Sweet like Jamun, we call her Chamundeshwari. So she is the one who is going to use a certificate of appreciation and the mementos and the flowers and all the, all the good things, that goodies are served by Chamun here. And another young gentleman who's been contributing to all the activities here, Dr. Prashant. Please come out and say hi to our friends here. You can say hi. And there's a person who doesn't want to be seen at all, but unfortunately we want to show him. So, well, so we have all the plan, the implementation, what is in the minds of the youngsters here, what do they want to see, what do they want to react, how do they want to show what they feel about, that small chip that is given to them. All such things is done by our Hamara Shashank. You have to, or we have to present your photograph there. Thank you. Thank you so much to our team. If I have missed out on any, apologies. And we will look forward to working more with you in the days to come. And I request Dr. Gautam to take over. Thank you. I'm not leaving the bias. I'm living here rather than coming. So let's continue. For the felicitations. You already have. Because this is already done. No, from here or here? From here. During the honors, I would like to call upon Team HMAD. First, we have Dr. Gopal Krishna sir, the President of Homeopathy Medical Association of Telangana. With the audience. Next, Dr. Durga Prasad sir, General Secretary for the association. Dr. Venugopal Gauri sir. Dr. Venugopal Gauri sir, Director of ICRH, Treasurer. Dr. Y.S.V. Prasad sir, our sponsor for today's evening. The post-lunch session has been sponsored by sir. I would also like to call Dr. Umesh sir, Director of Hamsa Homeopathy Medical College. Dr. Raghuram sir, our organizing secretary. So here is the team HMAD. The felicitation. First in the order, we like to call upon Dr. Srinivas sir for this presentation. Association from Team HMAT goes to Dr. Srinivas, sir. Thank you, sir, coming here and presenting. Thank you, Team HMAT. Now I would like to call upon Dr. Lakshmi for her presentation on diet and regimen. On diet and regimen, the burning topic. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Team HMAT, for your honors. I would like to call upon Dr. Assistant Professor Homeopathic Medica Medica for his case presentation. A certificate of appreciation, a memento, and a bouquet from Team HMAT. I request Team HMAT felicitate the sponsor for today's session, the afternoon session, Sri Vayasri Prasad sir. The Rajbani Kapoor Memorial Oration. I request the STSH presenters. First in order, Rinju Sushma for a presentation on anesthesia. A certificate of appreciation will be given on behalf of Team HMAT for Rinju Sushma. He is one of the plus. Thank you. Next, Sayyida Muskan Ali. The most loved topic, the complications of COVID vaccine. Among the three, the audience has loved this. Sayyida Muskan Ali for our presentation on COVID vaccine side effects or complications. Thank you. Next, we have Pujita Raj to receive the appreciation of token of appreciation for a presentation on spinal anesthesia. Next, we have the winners and runners of Premier Program. Next, we'll honor the winners. The team medals. You also have medals. Yeah, the gold ones. Slow. So team Kent includes Dr. S. Vinay Kumar, Dr. Devika, Hilda, Archini, Ugarani, and Faisal. So complete and final VHMS. So they also receive a team award and individual medals. They also receive certificate of appreciation, which will be handed over later. Please wave the medals. We have a group photo. So here we go, team 10, the winners. Next, bananas, team Burik. And the participants, Sai Pavani. Not Sai Pavani, sorry. Dhanasri and Karunasri, my bad. Sorry. I never took the attendance for pages. Dr. Dhanasri and Dr. Karunasri from post graduation. Priyanka and Shashidhar from interns. Pooja and Chanakya from Excaliburs. The certificate of participation will also be given to the other teams who have participated in quiz. Certificate of participation, rather. Next. That's all. Who's giving what of that? Thank you for your honors, team HMAT. Now I would like request Dr. Raghuram sir to vote of thanks.
So before we end, I want to say how wonderful this session was. Can we give our a reaction to HMAT? Do you want more? We will exchange ideas, we'll exchange knowledge, and this will be a very frequent thing because now internship and PGs and final years have come. So we'll also come with the junior batches. I think they should also have like such kind of exposure at a like for their knowledge and for their exposure. It will definitely this kind of seminars and involving them in various activities definitely motivates them to like achieve that higher goal of like what homeopathy is. They should understand and what happens around the world, how so many people are working for an organization to impart knowledge on homeopathy and its progress and its day-to-day usage in the young minds. So thank you so much, sir. I, on behalf of Hamsa Homeopathy Medical College family, I wholeheartedly thank the whole team of HMAT, and especially there is a strong bond and bridge between HMAT and Hamsa. Gautam, you've done a very wonderful job. All the best to you. Thank you.
As we draw close to a very informative and a fun-filled day, let me thank a few people. The speaker of the first session, Dr. Sameer Chaukar, and the other speakers, Dr. Runku Sushma on alopecia, Dr. Saida Muskan Ali on complications of COVID vaccination, Dr. V. Pujita Raj on spinal anesthesia. Now the speakers of the second session of the day, Professor Srinivas Babukati, Dr. Lagnajita, and Dr. Abhijit. I also like to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Umesh, the chairperson of Hamsa, and Dr. Mahesh Pagadala. Last but not the least, I would also like to thank Team HMAT, particularly Dr. Gautam, Dr. Shashank, Dr. Hashita, Dr. Chamundeshwari, Dr. Mahat Singh. Thank you so much.
Can you stand for national anthem, please? Jai Hind. Can we have you for the group photo, please? Your batch wise, if you're interested. Okay, along with Team Hotmad, Team Hamsa, we'll have a group photo here.